Hi and welcome. In this video, we're going to talk about one of England's favourite queens, Elizabeth I. First of all, let's look at some of the difficult words you will hear. Listen to the definitions and then try to match the word to the meaning. To eradicate means to remove every trace of something as if it never existed. A sibling is someone who has the same parents as you. To be fanatical about something means to have extreme views about it. To be cunning means to be good at deceiving people. Would-be means having the desire to be something. A would-be singer is someone who really wants to be a famous singer. A suitor is a man who is trying to date or marry a woman. To colonize means to arrive in a new country and to settle there, displacing the original inhabitants. You may wish to pause the video here for a moment while you match the words to the definitions. And here come the answers. Listen carefully to the information and try to answer the questions. When Queen Mary died, her half-sister Elizabeth inherited the throne. Elizabeth I was the daughter of Anne Boleyn, the woman Henry VIII broke away from the Catholic Church for. And so, as you would expect, Elizabeth re-established the Church of England that Mary had done her best to eradicate. However, unlike her siblings, she was less fanatical, and although everyone was obliged to attend church, in private they could worship as they wished. This was less straightforward than it sounds, as there were still many people who wanted the country to be completely Protestant, and just as many who wanted it to be completely Catholic. There were even some who wanted to replace her with her Catholic cousin, Mary, Queen of Scots. Somehow, Elizabeth I managed to walk a fine line between them all to keep herself on the throne and the religious situation in the country stable. She was equally cunning when it came to marriage. Elizabeth never married, and she is often referred to as the Virgin Queen. She often pretended to consider marriage as a way of maintaining power and diplomacy, but in reality, marrying would have caused more problems than it solved. If she married a foreign noble, it would not have gone down well with the people at home. And if she married an English noble, it would have caused too much jealousy amongst the others. One of her would-be suitors, Philip of Spain, launched an attack against England, and some of the most famous stories from our history are of Sir Francis Drake defeating the Spanish Armada, the huge fleet that Philip sent to invade England. It was during Elizabeth's reign as well that people from this country and elsewhere in Europe began to colonize the Americas. Finally, no account of Elizabethan England would be complete without a mention of William Shakespeare. Shakespeare is one of the most famous playwrights of all time, and during Elizabeth's reign he wrote A Midsummer Night's Dream, Romeo and Juliet, Hamlet, and many more plays. In 1603, Elizabeth I died after 44 years on the throne. Since she had never married, she had no heirs, and so the Tudor dynasty came to an end. James, King of Scotland and son of Mary, Queen of Scots, succeeded her. And here come the answers to the questions. And here is a rundown of those main points. Elizabeth I was the daughter of Anne Boleyn. She was a Protestant. She re-established the Church of England. Under her rule, Protestants and Catholics were allowed their own beliefs. She is one of the most popular monarchs of English history. While she was Queen, England defeated the Spanish Armada. People from Europe began to settle in the Americas during her reign. During her reign, Shakespeare wrote A Midsummer Night's Dream, Romeo and Juliet, and Hamlet. I hope you found that useful. You may wish to watch again, but if you feel confident, look out for the next video where we'll talk about Mary, Queen of Scots. I look forward to welcoming you back very soon.